Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Guys, today's video is dedicated to why you shouldn't be buying a pre-construction house, like a new build, from a builder. Guys, and it's not coming out from me just because I'm a realtor in Calgary with the experience. No. You know why? In fact, I'll tell you this. Some builders are right now offering $5,000 extra bonus to realtors like myself. So I'm financially motivated for you to take me to a builder and buy a property from a builder with me, because I'll get $5,000 bonus in addition to full commission. Just hear me out. Full commission plus $5,000 on whatever you buy. That's how much the realtors are incentivized you to sell something with the builder. But I'm going to go against my own profits and my own interest and tell you why you should consider not buying with the builder, because it's in your best interest to hear me out on this one. Well, number one reason, guys, a lot of people right now are stuck in a kind of situation which is a little bit difficult because they purchased a home from the builder and they purchased it when the market was super high. It was a time when a lot of people right now, like just beginning of this year, everyone was storming the builders and they were going to their offices and I need a townhouse, I need a house, I need whatever. They just bought everything they could. And well, the builders treated the market in such a way with the forecast and everything that the interest rates are going to be low for the next 2 years. And we all know that there is biggest interest hike in a decade or more here in Canada that has happened, guys. I'm telling you right now, those people who purchased the properties, let's say in February, March, April, and those months, or just a little bit before that, when the entire spike of crazy bidding wars happened here in Calgary, Alberta, and there was a huge shortage of pre-construction, and a lot of people from Ontario went and purchased those houses. Here's the situation. Biggest problem number one is that probably they overpaid, because by the time that property is going to be built, there is a big chance that they overpaid. There is a big chance for that the property is not going to be worth as much when they'll be getting the keys. And it's been less than a year. So if you're one of those guys who have purchased, I feel bad for you right now, because, well, what if they keep on raising interest rates? What if they keep them high for the next year or two? What if you're going to be getting the keys and the property that you have purchased is $100,000 cheaper than you have paid? What if that happens? Now, here's the problem. If that does happen, worst case scenario, some of you might be lucky and your property might be as much or might be even more expensive, but a lot of people could be in a situation where they overpaid. Now, hear me out what's happening. People haven't planned for this because they went straight to the builder, they didn't go to the realtor, they didn't speak to the mortgage broker, they didn't go to anyone who is licensed for an advice for that, and they went and they gave 5, 10, 15 and 20% deposits. Here is the biggest issue is that I'm surprised that some people who do not yet know that they are going to have to experience once they come to the builder to get the property. So this is what might happen. Basically, builders are fine, you know, as long as you have the money to get them the money. Now, as long as you have the mortgage for the builder, so they get the money for the property, you're fine with that, right? But if you don't have the cash, if you need a mortgage, there's a couple of things that's going to happen. Guys, I'm going to tell you something very important right now, but before I do, I'm going to tell that I'm not a mortgage broker. My wife is Nito Realty. She's with DLC Clear Trust Mortgages, and I'm going to give her contacts in the description of this video so you can go and check it out. You can also get yourself pre-qualified for a mortgage, downloading the mortgage application, and you can even apply. You can even pre-approve yourself with a mortgage wherever you are in Canada. Doesn't matter which city you're in, you can feel free and contact your download. There is a special link to even get pre-approved. It's safer than your email, that link, and go straight to her company, and she's with DLC Clear Trust Mortgages. Her name is Nito. Anyways, here's what I know from realtor's perspective, and well, having a wife who is a mortgage broker, and well, you know, being a little bit more knowledgeable about mortgages than majority of realtors are, because I'm just interested in that topic. Here is what's going to happen. A lot of times the banks would want the property to be appraised, because, hey, look, just because when you purchased, let's say, or not you, but somebody else, you know, purchased that property, the builder said that's the price of it, it doesn't mean that it's going to be there the same price in 1 or 2 years. So bank would be sending out the appraiser. Bank is not going to give you a mortgage for the property that's, you know, let's say $850,000, but in reality, like you paid for it. A contract purchase agreement is for $850,000, but let's say it is worth right now $750,000. So the bank is not going to give you $850,000 mortgage. They would give you a mortgage for $750,000. That's going to be done by an appraiser. So the bank could send out an appraiser, and it's important for you to have that kind of cash to pay that difference. Not only the down payment and deposit and be eligible for the mortgage. Now, next thing you know, you have to come up with $100,000, let's say, or 50 or 40. Whatnot, it's a huge amount of money that a lot of people who went straight to the builder for pre-construction when the market was skyrocketing, that's what they could expect now. Now, another problem is that, hear me out guys, is that again, the mortgage situation. So the appraisal, right? You might have to give property. Now, have you considered one more thing? Is your financial situation the same? Did your wife go for maternity leave, or you didn't, or you as a husband went for a parental leave? How's your financial situation on the time when you're going to be getting the keys? So people who have purchased with the builder shouldn't be very relaxed right now. In fact, you shouldn't be relaxed at all, because if you get a better job offer that pays you way more than your current job offer, you have to make sure that you pass the probation period. Probation period is 3 months. A lot of lenders, you might have an issue with getting your mortgage if you're still on your probation period. So when you're getting the keys for the property, I'm telling you, you might get a good job offer that pays you way more money, but by jumping to that new office, by jumping to that new job offer, you have to make sure you calculate the 3-month, 90-day period very carefully so that you are not on probation, because it might compromise buying of your home. You could be on a hook for 5 to 20% of your deposit. And okay, I don't want to scare you too much. I'm going to give you some more real estate fear. So not only you have to be on a probation, guys. Now, if you were not to buy that property, okay, let's flip it in another way. There's two options. You might say you still want to get the property, but you cannot get it, or you don't want that property anymore because it lost its value and you want to get rid of it. And either way, there is a purchase contract. This is the biggest fear that I have for buying pre-construction is, let's say you, again, $850,000 and it's all of a sudden worth $750,000. So next thing you know, you gave your deposit, the builder you didn't get the property, you lost your, let's wait for that rusty old Volkswagen to drive away. The property that you're getting, the builder didn't get $850,000. You gave a deposit and you were like, yeah, sure, yeah, take my 5%, yeah, that's too bad I lost that money, or 10% of money. But now that same builder goes to sell that property and now all of a sudden they can get more than $750,000, let's say, and you just exited that contract. So you're not only liable for the damage deposit, the deposit that you kept for that property, you could be taken to court for $100,000 of a difference that the builder has lost because you exited the contract. They could take you to court. So you have to make sure in this situation you go and speak to your lawyer. We have some more people joining our live stream, so to speak, because there is nowhere to go. Anyways, yeah, you should speak to your lawyer before taking any kind of changes towards your purchase contract if you went with the builder, because you might be on a hook for tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in addition to all the money that you can potentially lose. Now, guys, so these are the biggest fears that I have when I'm telling someone you should go and buy something with the builder. There are some pros of buying a brand new house. First of all, it's brand new. Like, it's amazing. There is nobody else lived there. Nobody died in that property because it's brand new. You know, like some people are afraid of ghosts. You know, if you go into a house that's 1905, there is a chance someone was born, lived their entire life, retired and perished somewhere in that property. So it's like brand new. Of course it's amazing. All of us want to live in a new house. But anyways, this is the situation that could lead to buying from a builder. And even though realtors are motivated to bring it to the builder, as I said, a lot of builders are not only paying full commission, By full commission, I mean the average, whatever is on the market, because there is no standard. But they have a certain unspoken, most typical amount of commission that they call full commission as builders, that they say, and on top of it they would give $5,000 to your realtor for bringing you to the builder. So realtors as myself are motivated to bring you there, but it's my duty to the community to tell you why you should be worried about purchasing from the builder. Main important part is you have to make sure that the property doesn't go down in price. You might have to put extra money from the pocket. Second most important part, you have to have extra cash, more than you think, in case the property goes down. And third part is you have to be in the same financial condition that you are right now when you were purchasing that property. So I hope, guys, I didn't scare you too much. And if you purchase with the builder, you know, I hope you didn't overpay. And well, that's the things that you should look out for when you're buying a property from a builder. But besides that, if you are happy with the purchase and you have this still financial situation is the same and there is no other issues, you make sure for any changes, for anything if you want to do after you sign a contract, after you waived all the conditions, if you don't have a realtor, I would say, even if you do have, consult your lawyer. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's Igor, VLSVX Realty. My contacts are in the description of this video, and we'll see you next video. Bye for now.